Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm going to be doing a story time on what happened to my face like when I went snowboarding, and I'm just going to explain the whole situation. Okay guys, so it all started off with me, my friend Gobin, and my friend Govin. It's kind of weird, their names are like really similar. But it was us three, and Gobin, he just got his G2 and we were taking like his mom's car. So it was just us three going out there for the day. I don't know if you guys know, but we were going to this resort called Hockley Valley. And we got there at around like 10 o'clock. And we were going to snowboard there for hours and hours. And the accident was only around like, I don't even know, like 11:30 or 12. So it was like our fifth run, so we decided to do like more advanced stuff. So I don't know if you guys know what a terrain park is, but it's where you can do all these cool tricks and stuff. So we went through the terrain park. After the terrain park, basically there's like these three different jumps. There's like the small jump, and then there's another small jump that they're the same size, and then there's a huge jump. This jump's like 10 feet. Like, I've never done a jump that big. And I was feeling really confident that day. Like, I didn't fall, I was doing good. Like, everything was going right for me that day so far. I looked at my two friends and I'm like, okay, let me go first, because my friend Govind, he was gonna go down first, but he's like a skier, so I don't know how that would have went. But I started going down, went over the first jump, completely fine. I went like 3-4 feet in the air, like it was fine. Went over the second jump, same thing, and I was so confident, like I was going so fast that, and when I entered that really big jump, I knew, like in that moment, that something bad was gonna happen. When I went up, I just kind of panicked or something. I don't even know what happened really. And then when I fell, I was like, okay, I'm fine. And then the instructor comes over to me, because I landed beside an instructor, and the instructor comes and he's like, whoa, your nose is bleeding a lot, are you okay? And I looked down, I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even notice. Like, I was in so much shock at the time, I really didn't even feel much pain. And I look down and I see my nose is dripping blood, and my nose didn't even hurt, my face didn't hurt at all, and I thought it was completely fine. I thought I had a little bit of a nosebleed. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna go in the chalet, like clean up my nose, then I'm gonna head back out on the ski hill. I thought I was fine. I was gonna go snowboarding again. The instructor's like, oh, okay, we have like a really hurt snowboarder, and he was like on the walkie-talkie. He was saying, oh, we have a really hurt snowboarder. They need like a first aid and stuff to come here. And then they came over, and then they were like, oh, your nose is like bleeding really badly. And I didn't even know about the cuts on my face at the time. They didn't even say anything to me. And my nose, like, was non-stop bleeding for like probably 20 minutes. The two guys came over to me, and I looked down and there was blood all over my jacket. I wasn't really even upset that I just hurt myself. I was upset that my jacket was all bloody. That's disgusting. Anyways, with like all the first aid stuff, they were cleaning up my face and they were trying to like get all the blood off, and I had like a tissue and stuff, and I was trying to hold it down just so all the bleeding would stop, even though it kept going for like 20 minutes. And after like 5 minutes of being out there, they're like, okay, we're gonna take you into the first aid like room. Then they start walking me, and I didn't even know it was that bad, but everybody was kind of staring at me. They're all like, whoa. But I think it was just because I was with the first aid people. I don't even know if they really saw my face, but I was kind of awkward. Everybody was kind of staring at me like, oh damn, this guy got hurt. And then I went to the first aid. It was just me and like the 3 other first aid people. And then they were asking me all these different questions and stuff, like, oh, are you okay? Like, do you have any allergies? What's your like information and stuff like that? Even still in this moment, I didn't know. And there was even a mirror like in the room. I just didn't go up to it yet. But they were still trying to get the bleeding to stop. And they were asking me all these different questions. I ended up taking my jacket off, and then this one lady like cleaned my whole jacket. They were talking to me, and they're like, oh, do you think you're gonna go back out there? And then I'm like, oh yeah, after this, can I go back out? And then they're like, oh yeah, but make sure you keep your goggles on and keep your face mask on. And well, if I didn't tell you guys, when I did get hurt, I had my goggles up, like I had it on my helmet, so my whole face was all clear. Because also, I didn't wear a face mask that day either. But they were gonna let me go back out. I didn't even notice, like, I still haven't seen my face yet. After the bleeding kind of stops, I go up to the mirror, I look at my face, and I'm like, oh my god, I got scared of my own face. That's how bad my face looked, in my opinion. Because I thought it was just a little nosebleed. just because I was in so much shock, like I didn't feel the pain. I didn't know anything was going on at the time. And then I saw my face and I'm like, oh, you know, I'm not gonna go back out. After my nosebleed happened, I went back in the shelter, and then I just kind of sat in there. And then one of the first aid people came in and they were talking to me like, oh, are you okay? And then my other two friends, Govin and Gobin, they went up and they were talking to me like, oh my God, like that, are you okay? Like that, your face looks horrible. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I know my face is bad. And then after all this happened, I kind of felt bad because me and Gobin have our own equipment and stuff. I mean, we didn't have to pay for all the snowboard equipment, but we did have to pay for the lift ticket, but it was only $25. Govin, he paid like $40 for his rentals. He paid $25 for the lift ticket. He spent so much money, and we only went down the hill 5 times, and I'm like, okay, you guys can go back out. Like, I'm fine. Just my face, I know my face looks bad, but I'm fine. You guys can go back out. They were like, no, it's okay, it's okay. But Govin, he still kind of wanted to go. So he went down one more time, and then I just kind of stayed there. I went and I got changed and stuff, and then we're kind of just getting ready to go because they said, okay, no, we want you to go home. We want you to rest and stuff. When Govin was on the hill, I'm like, okay, I probably should tell my parents. You know, at first I called my dad. I'm like, Dad, I got in a bad snowboarding accident. My face is like kind of like really bloody and stuff, and it's all cut up, but I'm fine. And then my dad's like, okay, it's fine. And I called my mom too, and she had the same response. Like, they were really okay about it. So, and then I texted my family chat, and then Adeline and my mom and dad and my sister, where they were all like, whoa, I didn't know it looked that bad. So they told me to just go home and rest and stuff. Like, so I just went home and I rested. So then, yeah, Govin and Gobin, they drove me back. It was like a half an hour drive back. And I just went home, and then I was like, oh, I'm really sorry about like everything that happened, guys. I know you guys probably wanted to ski and snowboard longer, and I'm like, no, it's okay. Like, they understood why. Like, it wasn't my fault. Like, I didn't try. Well, it was my fault. I'm not trying to hurt my face. I'm not trying to do that. I just messed up. It was just a mistake. So then I told my mom, like, oh, could we go to the walk-in clinic? Like, if you want to book a family doctor appointment with my family doctor, you have to wait like days to get an appointment. He's always busy. I think that's just all doctors. They're always busy. You go into the walk-in clinic, and we ended up waiting there for an hour. So we went in there, and then the doctor was like, okay, all the cuts are fine. You'll be fine in a week. I just want to check out for your eyes. I want to check if your nose is broken. And then he checked on my eye. He said my nose is fine, because he went like, I don't know, he was like pinching my nose and asking me if it hurt. And I'm like, okay, everything's fine. It doesn't hurt at all. He was like checking my eyes, and he said that my right pupil was bigger than my left pupil. And then he was asking me about my vision and stuff. And he was really worried that my vision might have been like bad and maybe my eyes got messed up. He gave us a note, and he was like, okay, this is kind of serious about your eye. So we want you to go to emergency at like the hospital and check to see if everything's okay in case your eye got messed up. So we went to emergency, and we didn't even wait that long. Like, usually at emergency, you wait like 3-4 hours. But we went there, and we waited probably like 45 minutes. Like, we got to the doctor faster in emergency than at the walk-in clinic. And it's a walk-in clinic. And we finally got there after 45 minutes, and the doctor was like, okay, everything's fine, but I think since it is emergency, they have to hurry up, and they have to make sure like everyone's really, really fast. We're probably in there for 2 minutes. Like, I mean, the doctor was in there for 2 minutes. We were waiting there for a while. And he's like, okay, let me check on your eyes. Okay, everything's good. And he's like, let me check your nose. And then he's okay, that's good too. And he says, okay, you're good. You have to put polysporin on your face and you're good. And then my mom asked him like a few questions. Like, since everything was fine, but I still kind of felt like my eyes were kind of messed up. But everybody said it was fine. Like, my face didn't really hurt, and I wasn't worried about that. But I kind of just didn't want to look like what I was looking like, because I had so many cuts in my face that looked so bad. Yeah, everything's been good since then. My face is pretty well all cleared up. That's what happened to my face. That's what happened to my snowboarding accident. I hope you guys really enjoyed the story. Make sure you guys like and comment if you want to see like more story time, because I have more stories. Just some of them are kind of embarrassing that I don't really want to tell, you know. But make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.